But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law. The ninth fruit of the Spirit is self-control. Thayer's Greek lexicon defines this word as the virtue of one who masters his desires and passions. It is simply about learning to exercise control over ourselves and refrain from doing what we might desire to do, and eventually reshaping our desires to be more in line with the will of God. This self-control is produced by following the Spirit, walking by the Spirit, being led by the Spirit, and it will be produced as we follow the word that the Spirit revealed to us. Now, self-control is at the heart of what it means to be a disciple. Jesus said in Luke 9:23, "If anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me." The cross is a symbol of sacrifice. Jesus gave his life on the cross for us. And in following him, we are giving our lives to him. Paul said we are to present our bodies as a living and holy sacrifice, acceptable to God, which is your spiritual service, in Romans 12:2. As a living sacrifice, we are to dedicate each day of our lives to him. And the reason it's so important to learn to master our desires is because our desires, if not trained to conform to the will of the Lord, will lead us to sin. James described this process in James 1:14 and 15. He said, "But each one is tempted when he is carried away and enticed by his own lust. Then when lust has conceived, it gives birth to sin. And when sin is accomplished, it brings forth death." As Christians, we are to work to overcome sin. John wrote in his first epistle, "My little children, I am writing these things to you so that you may not sin." 1 John 2:1. This is to be our goal that we strive for each day. However, as we grow, we are to do more than just refrain from sinning. We are to change our thinking so that we no longer desire the things that we previously lusted after. To change our thoughts, we need to think on those things that are true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and of good repute. Philippians 4:8 tells us that. We are to set our mind on things above and not on things that are on the earth. Colossians 3:2. As we train our minds to focus on spiritual things, it becomes easier and more natural to exercise self-control over matters that pertain to this life. So each one of us can ask ourselves the question, is self-control being produced in my life? If we are following the influence of the Spirit, this will be one of the natural products of that. As we give our lives to the Lord, if we do not see this in our lives, then we need to go back to the Word of God and focus on those things that are good and right as we strive to conform our thinking to be in harmony with His will.